Hey!
Ah,
Can I say I'm living for that intro today?
yes. Hey, Taman, unmute yourself.
uh, welcome to Geekin Out, everybody.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Thanks, Billy.
Hi, Billy. Welcome back.
Can you hear me?
So,
Yes, we
yeah,
can.
can you
It
hear us?
sounds weird.
No,
Let
you're
me
good.
adjust
Keep
your mic.
going.
Hi, Prince Winter. Thank you for. Oh no. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but because Taman's hosting tonight. So tonight, welcome to another episode of Geeking Out, where we get together and we geek out some crazy stuff. Oh, here's Taman.
Yeah. We talk about the
Taman,
culture, things like that,
yes.
It sounds like a robot is talking on my end.
Well, let me fix this right here. Hold on.
Well,
That's what it sounds like.
Oh no.
otherwise,
Alright,
welcome
fixing
to
it
another
now.
week. We are doing today. Oh, I do hear what you're talking about, but it's coming
You
out.
sound the same way.
Really?
Okay,
One
so
moment.
anyhow,
I think I'll fix it. Hold on.
it's his speaker. So this week,
Hey
what we will be
guys, don't worry
doing.
about this. It happens.
It happens, yes. Alright, so yeah, so as Julian was saying, we talk about all the things geek and fun. So this week, because it's technically the beginning of spooky season, or if you're like some of us, we start the spooky season in September, but it's October now, and we're talking about horror, particularly the horror reboots that are coming out. And oh, freaking Tim on.
Yeah, right. But to be honest, the whole universe of horror is really, the whole genre is like getting such life this time around, because this time of year we always expect to have like a lot of horror and spooky stuff coming out, but particularly this year we've got a lot.
It's like a whole. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes, you're good.
Okay. Everything's perfect now. Sorry guys for that. Yeah, but I agree with you. This season feels different. It's like electrifying with like horror stuff. Every
Right?
time we check something, there's a new horror movie, something's getting remade, rebooted, or some fresh ideas coming out. Like there's a lot of good materials for those who like horror movies.
Yeah, there's
like
there's
us.
a lot of new stuff. It's nice.
So I'm pouring my drink. What are you sipping on over there?
Okay, so today I have a double concoction. So usually I have my plum wine, as you all know, but today I'm also sporting a little bit of a pear martini, what's left of it.
Oh,
So mine's a sweet.
Ronnie, thank you for joining us.
Oh, sorry,
mine's a sweet tea and a coke. Mine's a sweet tea and a coconut rum. So
love it. I was in Kroger and I saw this bottle.
Stella Rosa.
Well, I love Stella Rosa, but they're celebrating the Halloween spirit. It looks like the Day of the Dead, Los Muertos.
Yeah, I love it. I bought Stella
Rosa,
I love
that. So I bought it just because of that.
They're probably more cantina-ish.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in tonight for episode 4, season 2, 5. 5? It's been 5, 6, 7? Wow. Okay, so we've been doing this for episode. Don't confuse me.
This is
welcome to episode 6 of Geeking Out. My name is Taman Kane. I'm your host tonight. I am joined by my lovely co-host. Hey, Ricky. And Julian. We can't hear you.
Hey, so sorry. I am trying to do all the backstage things and make sure my dog doesn't tear up my room. So you might hear me on mute for a little bit.
She's got a new puppy, just so we all know. Ricky's family just continues to grow, so it's exciting to see. But
yes, this is me having more children when I don't want any more like actual human children. This is me.
That's the thing.
That is the thing, because I refuse to have any more things pushed out of me. So no, this is it.
I get
talk about some horror.
She said horror movie, no.
Right, childbirth. Hello.
That is the horror.
No, thank you. Oh, girl.
But to answer your question, Billy, the word is. Have we talked about the word yet? Are we waiting?
We have not introduced the word yet. We're getting there.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. My bad.
So otherwise, we got Ricky, who's our social media mom extraordinaire, amazing person, and then myself, I'm also geeky, nerdy, Math, love it. Oh my god, math, science, all of those things. Star Wars, totally big fan of that, and then Wheel of Time, as you all may probably know. And I'm
Wheel of
first I'm gonna mention it.
Time.
Yeah, it's coming out in like a few weeks. I can't even with my life.
I know you're losing it.
Oh, they dropped like a scene, like a whole 2 minutes of a scene. I like cried. I can't do it. I can't do it. I actually might live stream this shit like as I watch it, and you will see me bawling the whole time. Just
Well, tag me. I'll jump in.
You have to live tweet it at least.
I'm planning. So,
so if you don't live stream it, at least like get a Twitter account and live tweet it, and I will follow and comment.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. All right. Anyway.
So Billy asked, "What is the name, the game, the word today?" And the word today is sequel. Is that what we agreed upon? Sequel.
Yes.
Sequel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the word today. Sequel.
Well, we said it at least once now.
Yeah, we have.
All right.
Mine might be gone soon.
This is so good.
Straw.
I wish I had a straw. This is so good.
Like my problem with like alcoholic drinks and straws, like I drink up like the Capri Suns, and the next thing you know, they're gone.
They gotta give you those little ones. I actually hate those sometimes. They give you like the two, like it's gonna make it any better.
Them Capri Sun ones are small too, and I will literally just like set those things dry. Like it's
oh my god,
matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially
all right, Ricky. Oh, ooh, Ricky.
All
right.
Wow. I got coworkers that might be watching this. Never mind. Let me stop.
It's okay.
So tonight we're geeking out about chase scenes in horror movies. For those fans out there, and for us, we know that in horror movies, chase scenes are part of the big things that make up those movies. Whether you like the gore movies or like the Saw movies or like slashers. What's up, Michael? Hi. We know that chase scenes make up a big part of that thing. So we have a video from you just sort of chopped up some of the top chase scenes that we sort of found in the different genres. Ricky?
We're gonna toot and boot them.
Yeah. Okay. Give me I'm like we're in a Zoom session. I'm going to be like, can you see this? Can you see my screen?
This is the teacher coming out now.
Yes,
the teacher, yes.
And that's the part of it that I hate. Like, can you see my screen? Yes. This is why we have this is why you do two monitors, so you can see what you see and see what they see. Yes. And therefore you don't have to ask those questions. But
exactly.
That's me being shady. Okay, here we go.
Halloween 2, Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis.
We have her running down the hallway.
The limp.
And she's
one of my favorites.
She's moving from the hospital out into the outdoors.
Ooh, yep. My girl Sarah Michelle. I know what you did last summer.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Gail.
Yes.
Gail Weathers.
Oh.
Tara Reid, Urban Legend.
Oh, Tara.
She had a really good one, guys.
Too bad. She did. This made her.
This is so funny. No, Texas Chainsaw.
Texas Chainsaw. This is Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel, yeah.
Yeah. Jessica Biel. This one was solid, though. I have to say.
This is the first Scream.
Oh, that's Sydney.
Sydney.
Yeah, yes, this is the first one.
Sydney.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh.
This is. I still know what you did, but Brandy.
That's Brandy.
Yes. Oh yes.
Come through, Brandy.
Come through. Yes.
Yes.
So that she did a whole jump and roll.
Oh yes.
I'm mad he didn't even kill her. That's the best part.
She made it through.
Who's that? Who's this? Is this also?
Feels like a montage.
Yeah.
This is not very in a montage. Okay. Ooh, off the roof.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah Michelle.
Sarah Michelle Gellar killed that role. You hear me?
She definitely did.
Justice for Helen Shivers. She deserved it.
Okay, so then, what do we think? Which one of these is some of our best ones? I actually like
Carla. Ronnie said Carla.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis with the limp.
You know, I was gonna go with that too. I was like,
Kinda had
she's
it
so
going on.
classic. She's so classic. I have to go with
Jamie
that.
Lee Curtis, she's definitely the mother of them
Yeah.
all, right?
The
Yeah.
mother.
The mother.
Sarah Michelle was pretty
My
solid.
number one would be Sarah Michelle Gellar. That scene was really intense, and I almost cried in the movie theaters watching that scene because I had this whole obsession with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Okay. So it was only because she almost died. It's not because you were like scared.
Oh no, of course I wasn't scared. I was obsessed with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Right. No, anyone but Sarah.
Sarah, no!
Sarah, no!
Exactly. Yes.
Oh my goodness. No, but so like, did you? Was there a scene with Jennifer Love Hewitt? Like, she was in the. I didn't see a chase scene in it.
I didn't see Jennifer Love Hewitt, and honestly, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
You didn't see it for her.
I didn't see it for her. I actually thought she should have been.
I didn't see it. For
her. She should have been choked out on that boat.
So she gets an honorable mention.
Barely.
Honorable mention. Oh, there are
Jennifer Love Huge, you know what? That's what I used to call her. That was like the teenager name for her back in the day.
Oh
Jennifer Love Huge tits. Yeah, I remember them saying that on some movie.
Yeah. They were big.
Maybe like Scary Movie or something.
I don't
know.
But yeah, I don't know. So I would have to say, yeah, like Jamie Lee Curtis.
I also vote for Jamie Lee Curtis. Sorry.
But I also like Sarah Michelle, but Brandy with the little hop off the thing and
that's right.
Oh, she's right.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not gonna be the black person killing this movie.
She's like, I'm not gonna took in this bitch.
Brandy was in it to win it. You hear me? She's doing acrobatics. That was a really good sequel, right?
Yeah. It was.
You know what? I wish you would be in the next sequel.
I'm gonna make a montage.
Honestly, I was thirsty. So.
They always bring back like a cameo somewhere most of the time. So
yeah, I'm gonna make a montage of us drinking. So it's gonna have to happen.
12 months of it.
Ronnie says one of my favorite, although I don't think it was a chase scene fully, was Eliza in Wrong Turn when she jumped off the radio tower thing. I just love the fall. Eliza Dushku from Buffy was in the first Wrong Turn. That was a good movie.
I love her.
Oh, wait a minute. How is that one?
You know, when they got stuck on the side of the road, then they were hiding in the trees and was running and jumping. That was really good.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Ronnie. I'd never think of that one.
Well, kind of Billy was talking about right here with the montage is great, but I love catching those B movies that you run across but can never remember the name of.
Oh, those are the best ones.
Oh, like Sorority House Massacre or Cheerleader U or Honestly, Murder U is one of them.
Pick random horror title words and just string them together and you'll find one.
Exactly.
Yes.
Slasher Dasher. It's about a Christmas time movie.
Dead Cult Society. I'm sure there's one like that.
I wonder if any of those have sequels.
What did you say?
I wonder if any of those have sequels.
Not that I've heard of.
Actually, Cheerleader, Slumber House Massacre has a few sequels.
I am gonna need a refill.
And so does Prom Night. Some of the older classic ones, which also starred Jamie Lee Curtis.
Speaking of older classic ones, well, I went far back old. I've been watching Twilight Zone a little bit, and then also old classics like The Blob, really shitty, not scary at all. But I'm fully here for it. Well, The Blob actually is terrifying. It's so terrifying for me. Shitty isn't the production is just so old that it's just oh, I can't get afraid of anything happening here. But The Blob was actually and still is terrifying. I watched that during the day because I was I can't. I have traumatizing experiences. But
The Blob, I remember that one. I watched that one when I watched the original It.
I'm sorry, when that bitch bubbled out of the sink. That was it. That was it. That was it.
That means I gotta move.
Afraid to like brush my
I need to
teeth,
move.
wash my face. None of these
I gotta go. Can't live here no more. Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. Are you ready for a commercial? What y'all think?
Yes.
I think it's time for a good commercial break.
You know, let's do a commercial break.
And we'll come back and go right into our topic.
Yes. Okay, here we go. So, like, you can't, like, have a podcast or be on a show and not promote your own shit. So,
I mean,
what else are you supposed to do?
what else are you supposed to do?
Right. So, of
What
course,
else can you promote?
right. So, we have TK Publishing. So, tell us about TK Publishing, Timon.
Yeah, TK Publishing is a full-service publishing house. We do publishing from beginning to end. So that's from content development, marketing development, and also distribution. And for my first-time authors who are getting ready to do a series, just to put this out there, I don't take any of the proceeds from that as a company. So that's really rare in the publishing industry. So that's one of the biggest selling points. Like, I just want to make sure that more authors like myself get their work out there. So come find us at www.tkpublishing.info. We can definitely help you get your work, your voice heard.
Yes. Awesome.
Right.
Yes, and then you saw a commercial for my company, Ricky's Social Media. So if you are an upcoming podcaster, you have an idea, and you're not quite sure how to start, where to go, you contact me, and I will lead you on your way, help you find the right platform, right social media to promote your shows, and help you with content and organization. So you can find me on rickysocialmedia.com and all the fun social media platforms that you can think of. Except for Snapchat. I haven't gotten to Snapchat, really. I don't care for it.
You know what? I think I aged out of Snapchat. Look,
You know
but
what
you
it
would have
is?
thought, like,
I can't
Go ahead.
take pictures like that all day. Like, bitch, what? I mean, I could probably, but I can't at the same time. Like, what?
look, the only thing that really gets me, like, back on Instagram outside of, like doing, like, content pictures for the shows that I help with is, like, the reels. Because, like, I've been on TikTok like it's Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm always on Twitter, but, like, TikTok and Twitter for me are home right now.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah. Like, Facebook is just where I post random things about the kids for the family to catch up on. But TikTok and Twitter is where it's
I
up for
only like
me.
the filters.
You know.
Yeah, I think Snapchat has cool filters, but other than that, I don't know. I post some things on there, but I don't know how to drive traffic to it. I don't really get into that part of it. So
You
I
know,
feel like it's supposed to
there's
be-
a way to do it. There's a way to do it, but I don't care for it enough. Like, I'm already on too
No,
much
me
other
either.
stuff.
Honestly, to be honest, I'm sure it's very much like TikTok. You know what I mean? Where it's just your TikTok reels, you just would post them on Snapchat, essentially. Maybe shorter, I'd say.
Yeah. The only problem is, at least with TikTok and reels on Instagram, is like they stay there. Whereas with Snapchat, they're only there for a short
That's
amount
the
of
only
time.
thing. Everything's ephemeral and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
true.
that's the draw to Snapchat. It's for the. Never mind. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done talking.
Right.
I'm mad about it. So,
All right, so take us away, Timon.
Oh yeah. So tonight's topic, we are talking about upcoming horror movies and TV shows, reboots and remakes. So before we start, let's first talk about let's define what is a reboot and what is a remake. So what do we think it is? What is a reboot? Ricky, what do you think a reboot is? I know you know what it is. But...
Well, yes, sorry. So if you're talking about a reboot, you are taking original content and, like, you're refurbishing it. So whatever that means, it could be that you got the same format, same type of characters, similar storylines. You're refurbishing that original content. Whereas a sequel, you're continuing. Usually, either a sequel. a sequel, dang, or a prequel, it's all connected to the same like original first presented story.
Sir, but didn't you ask about a remake versus a reboot? Which
Say that again.
I will take anyway because the sequel, yes, we do need to know the difference between. But a remake versus a reboot, I would probably say is just more an actual, not refurbishing, just an actual actual redoing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of the
So-
same storyline.
So the remake, a reboot is when you go back into that same universe.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever either the brand of that franchise or whether it's the casting of that franchise, whatever that story is, you reboot that from where that story is. So for an example, Halloween is a perfect example of a reboot because Halloween's had multiple different timelines that we found out at this point. However, they are going back to the original for Halloween and doing a direct sequel to that movie. So it's rebooting that entire original franchise. So think about things that died and came back. That's a reboot, whereas a remake has almost the same appeal, unlike a remake actually looks at what the source material is and then produce something completely different. It has the ability to produce something different for a remake.
Okay.
I'm preferential to reboots, like Fuller House. That's a reboot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Charmed, which is a remake.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Same
plot,
Same
here's
plot
one.
and characters, but not the same actors. There better be something that makes it better if you're a reboot. I agree. I prefer my reboots that keep the original cast that was with them. Yeah, remake. Yeah, I actually prefer if you're going to remake it to do something that's original but still holds true to it. Like Charmed was almost there. It's just they have other problems. That's why I don't really feature that show. But
their system is generally
the system is a remake. Yeah. If they would have included the original Charmed ones, it would have been a reboot.
Okay, I see.
I wonder how all that kind of relates to when you think of musical theater and the revivals of shows where you know how we had, what was it? I would say Lion King, the recent Lion King was almost like a revival of the movie because it was literally the same script.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't exactly the same.
It wasn't exactly the same, but it was almost very word for word as opposed to some reboots or remakes where it has the same forward motion or plot, but they change up something, whereas on this Lion King, it's literally almost word for word from the movie.
The one that Beyonce was in?
Yes.
Wow.
I was so disappointed. It was basically a frame for frame movie of what we got.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
not
just
so much a revival, more than a replay.
Right? It was a remaster, essentially. It was
definitely a remaster. It was in 4K.
It was basically in 4K or 3D.
Which in this case, being in 4K did not help it because I'm trying to look for emotions in these CGI animals and I'm not getting it. I'm not getting the facials that I would have gotten in my cartoon.
Well, good thing I didn't see it.
I mean, the music was good. Black is King is wonderful. So I mean, there was that, but the actual movie itself, I didn't need the Lion King to be remade.
Yeah,
I watched it anyway.
Yeah, but there's tons of horror movies. There's tons of movies in general that doesn't need remakes or reboots, and we get them all like Cats. Thank you so much. Yeah. But make sure that you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Set that alarm for the next time that we are recording. So make sure you come out and hang out with us again. The very first movie we're going to talk about today that is being rebooted is Halloween. Halloween came out in 2018, starting off a brand new franchise of 3 new movies: Halloween, Halloween Kills, which comes out this Friday, and Halloween Ends. So there is a large anticipation and for the fandom of those who really love these movies. Halloween comes out this Friday. People are going crazy for it. I don't know if any of the people in the audience that are watching are excited about that, but I am crazy excited. What about you guys?
Y'all know damn well I'm a scaredy cat.
I know.
Look, it you know, what was it? There was one Halloween movie that I just recently. No, that wasn't Halloween. That was a Jason movie. Never mind. Take that back. Take that back.
Friday.
Oh
Was it
my
Friday the
goodness.
13th? Was it?
Friday
Yeah,
the 13th. It was
I
Friday
did
the
watch that
13th.
actually very recently.
there was
as well.
there was one with like Jared Padalecki,
From
whatever he is.
Supernatural.
Yeah.
That's the reboot.
Yeah.
That's Friday the 13th. That's a reboot. No, a remake.
Yeah.
That's
No
a
way.
remake.
It's a
I think it's a
remake
remake
they
because
actually
they do
reference.
his
Yeah,
origin story over, I think.
Okay.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
remake of the second one.
Yeah. Like I that was like practically in broad daylight, and it just happened to be on. And like I'm not particularly excited about like the remake or reboots of some of these scary movies, but like y'all have it, y'all go at it, I'll let y'all have it.
That's for you guys.
That's for y'all, and I love it for y'all.
Okay. Well, you know which one
Julia,
I could
please tell me.
so what I'm not so sure that I'm like super excited about any one in particular. I think I am excited about the invigoration of the genre that we're getting, and I think that comes with the movie, like the TV series that they're kind of putting together as well. You know, so that we're not just getting our horror in just a movie and like you consume it all at once.
I know, it's crazy.
It's nice. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's when Chucky. Chucky's actually coming out in this on TV show on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
like,
Ricky, you have to watch it because the age group of the main character is like between 9 and 11. So it's kid friendly. So I
Yeah,
think
that's
you
what I'm
guys
saying.
can sit down
We're
and
doing
watch.
like kid friendly horror stuff, which is cool. That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
Yeah.
I mean, like my kid, my oldest is kind of into Goosebumps right now, but like I don't know yet. I don't know.
Goosebumps. That's a
Well, I do know
revival.
they did announce that Chucky can say the F word 10 times per episode. So
Ooh.
it's gonna be pretty good.
So I know we were talking about Halloween, but like for the remakes that are being turned into TV shows, like what platforms are showing these shows?
Yeah,
I think it's like Netflix.
I wanna
Chucky
know
is gonna
that.
be on Sci-Fi. Chucky's gonna be on Sci-Fi and USA.
Okay, I can see USA. Yeah, I can see it. So I'm
So
thinking
that's
like,
weird.
what?
I mean, USA back in the day, yeah, they definitely used to play all of that stuff, and then
Yes.
Sci-Fi, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But Chucky's gonna be pretty dope. If you've ever seen any of the movies, any person that survives those movies is coming back to be in a TV show. So like the original voice, Brad Dourif of Chucky, who played Tiffany. I cannot remember her name. She is so funny.
Yeah.
The one that
The
was like
other
the bride of
dog,
Chucky.
Tiffany.
Oh, the bride of
Yeah.
Chucky. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna get slayed for that. And then we have the original Andy and a lot of people that are coming back to the show
That's exciting.
for the show. So it's gonna be cool. And the lead character is LGBT, so I think he's like 10 or 11.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
so he's like this artist who
Yes.
collects parts of He's like this artist who collects these different doll bits, and he finds Chucky. There's some good trailers out there for it.
That's pretty
And
interesting though. Like that's a pretty good like
I-
start.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Chucky brings back to television because honestly, I haven't kept up with all the movies, but I do know that they're really good and people enjoy them.
Jennifer Tilly. Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
thank you, Michael. Hey,
Yes, Michael. Jennifer
Hi, Mike.
Tilly. Here for it.
She
Jennifer
was in
Tilly.
some Jennifer Tilly was in some good '90s flicks.
Oh,
back
she's
in
in
the
that.
day.
She's that voices everything. Yes.
Mhm.
Give it to me.
Yeah, Jennifer Tilly is everything. That voice as Tiffany the doll was amazing. She's like the perfect balance to Chucky.
Mhm.
And that was a good sequel too, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, speaking of other sequels, just really fast. Like Quiet Place 2, I think is coming out with one. Quiet Place 2 rather is coming out, so that one's coming out with its own because these are like tangent sequels, I guess. I don't think we're talking about these today.
What movie?
Child's Play?
A Quiet Place.
Oh, Quiet Place.
Coming out with a second
Oh, Quiet
one.
Place 2. That was really good.
Yeah.
It's already out.
Is it?
Yeah,
Quiet
it's
Place
already
2 has
out.
been out for a while.
Yeah, it's already out.
Like the spring.
Okay, so
Like-
all right, because horror is not quite my genre for the exact same reasons. Like, I definitely saw the first one, but the second one I was like, no, I haven't gotten into it yet. No way.
It's been out since April.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, my
I
bad.
mean-
Maybe I should pay attention a little bit.
That's okay.
Julian, I'm so disappointed.
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry. Well, I was. It wasn't on the list.
Julian, no!
Julian,
It was like
no.
Halloween's, Friday the 13th. Like
Oh,
that
my
one wasn't on
goodness.
there. I saw it and I didn't get around to it. So I didn't realize it's already out. My bad.
Hey, Marlo. Marlo's from
Hi, Marlo.
from Augusta. Shout out to Augusta, right? I don't remember. I think that's
Augusta, Georgia.
yes, I think that is our founder, well, no, his founder, Duryea, that's his cousin. So, and he pops in every once in a while and says hello.
Oh,
and says shout out from Augusta. But you know what I watched for the first time like this year was Scream. Like I watched it for the first time this year.
Really?
Yes, I was like on Saturday and it was in the daylight and it had the lights on but I sat and watched it. Yes, I was freaked out, but like it was so 90s. It was so 90s.
Yeah.
The cordless phone, the 90s sweaters and like the hair and Drew Barrymore.
Yes, Drew Barrymore.
I love it.
Just Drew Barrymore herself is so 90s.
So yesterday, I went to the 25th anniversary showing of it in the movie theaters.
Oh yeah, I saw those pictures. How was that?
Ooh. It was absolutely amazing. For me, it was amazing. It was a cool experience to go back in there. People dressed up. People had on Ghostface outfits. People was dressed up as Drew Barrymore. This guy, he had on the wig, the sweater, the pants as Drew Barrymore, and he killed it. I didn't know it was a guy until I got outside and he was combing his real hair out, and I was like, "Can you put your wig back on so we take a picture?"
Perfect.
That's right, Roddy. What's your scary movie?
Oh man.
What's your favorite scary movie? Since you're asking.
Yes, Ryan, tell us. He just saw. He said
Yeah,
he just saw.
what is everybody's
Okay,
favorite
mine
movie?
has to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre though, like the Jessica Biel one. That one actually like.
Which one?
No, actually, no, I lied. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. The Strangers. That one.
Oh my god,
that was it.
The
That was it. I was like, oh my
terrified.
god. So where I live, it's just very like wooded kind of and pretty dark. And my house, like I live in a neighborhood, but my house is like set back, kind of a thing. So like when I'm. It's like it's dark, bitch. You know, it's like this is scary. No. So you know,
so for me, for me, Ronnie says his is originally Scream 3. I've heard that Scream 3 is like probably one of the best ones. Shit.
I won't go that far, honestly.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it was the best one.
Well, I've heard.
One.
That's not my opinion. That's what I've heard. That's because that ain't my stuff.
No one. We won't shoot the messenger.
Right. That's not my ministry. So no, but I guess I'm more into like if I do watch a scary movie, it's a psychological thriller, and no, because I honestly think my favorite one is Carrie, and it's not like a horror.
Oh, I love Carrie.
But I love Carrie. Like
Carrie was horror. Stephen King. That was horror.
I guess it doesn't feel as gory as the rest, like as you normally think of in the drama. But like, I love Carrie. That's the one I will definitely watch.
Which one did you like? The original one with Sissy Spacek, or did you like some of the later sequels, like with Chloe? Someone in the audience tell me.
I know who you're. Yes, I know who you're talking about though. Oh my god, blonde, whatever. No, I like the Sissy Spacek one. Like I like the original. I did like the later sequel.
Carrie's Rage.
Yeah, I did. So speaking of so Ronnie's asking. Speaking of sequels, thanks, Ronnie. How do you feel about? I actually liked Carrie too. Not Mortez, but Chloe Moretz. Chloe Moretz.
Moretz, thank you. That lady.
Yes. That one, which was a reboot, of the Sissy Spacek one. The one with Chloe Moretz was a
Yeah.
reboot of the Sissy Spacek one. I think that one took a different approach to it. I didn't hate it. I
It was
remember
very
watching it.
X-Men Phoenix Saga-ish. It was
Yeah.
definitely Phoenix Saga-ish for sure.
Yeah, so it but I think I really prefer the Sissy Spacek, the original of it.
I'm gonna go with original as well.
Yeah. Okay, so Carrie, Julian, you picked which one again?
For my The Strangers.
What was your favorite movie again?
The Strangers.
The Strangers. Okay, so can I tell you, I watched The Strangers on a date, and it probably is the best and worst movie to watch on a date because of the theme of it. It is terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying.
Yeesh.
So Ricky, you should definitely watch it.
It's don't be alone. Just don't be alone. It's very much about like being alone.
Yeah, bring the kids around. Bring the kids around.
And that's like the problem.
My kids would cry. I know my youngest would cry if I said that.
I've never looked at a burlap sack the same ever.
Oh no. My favorite scary movie is Scream, without a question. The entire franchise. I'm like a Screamologist, if that's a thing. And so
we will make it a word.
I made up a word. I did a thing, you know. So Scream is really good. And Scream 3 is a really good sequel. However, it's not the best in my opinion. And Parker Posey was the best part of Scream 3. But I joke with people to say that don't disrespect her. Exactly. I'm not disrespecting her. She was amazing in their role. But everyone knows Scream 3 is a romantic comedy. I'm just kidding. Just my little thing at it. But in the words of Scream is being rebooted, and it comes out January 14th of 2022. So we're like 3 months away from the new Scream that came out. The trailer drops tomorrow. So the fandom is going crazy, which is what prompted, the 25th anniversary showing of it. But yeah, Scream is coming back, and we have the original characters coming back. We have David Arquette, we have Courtney Cox, we have Neve Campbell. Everybody is coming back to the original movie. So Ricky, I know you only seen Scream 1, but spoiler alert, those three make it throughout the next 4 movies. So
I know that much. I will I'm one of those people that will I'll watch a movie, but I'll also stick in Wikipedia it while I'm watching it.
I'm like that too.
I'll sit and I'll read about all the sequels while I'm watching the first one, and I might watch the other ones later. But I kind of like to know what I'm looking at while I'm watching it.
At least watch Scream 2. Scream 2 is the best sequel, in my opinion.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I think I've
Jada
seen...
Pinkett is in it, so you'll appreciate that.
Oh, bitch, yes. Okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's been a while because I've seen the first 2, 3. The first 3.
Mm-hmm.
First 2 for sure. The third one I can't remember.
Weren't they gonna make a series not the movie series, but a TV series out of it?
Scream, yes. It had 3 seasons of the TV show.
Oh, well, shit.
And the first 2 seasons were on MTV, and they were the same story with a little spin-off 3-episode show. And then the last one was on VH1, and Queen Latifah produced it, and the entire cast was basically of color. But it was horrible, in my opinion.
Oh.
I guess I cannot say horrible because I'm such a fan, but I will say that I expected that production of Scream to be a little stronger. Yeah, but the Blue Ranger from the Power Ranger movie, he was in it.
Oh, Billy.
Billy?
Oh, whoever played Billy.
Or
oh, excuse me, from the movie, T.J. Wallace.
The Black Billy. Oh, the Black Billy.
Yeah, the Black Billy.
That Black Billy. Just kidding, wrong one.
He was the lead of the show, and Keke Palmer was in it. Chris Wallace, Biggie Small's son, was in it. Tigger, Mary J. Blige, Candyman. I mean, everybody you could think of black was in it.
Oh man,
was in this movie. I agree, Rodney. The TV show was it was man. I talked crap about it the whole time it was on, but I couldn't stop watching it, like Charmed.
Mhm.
Wait, which TV show? Sorry.
Charmed.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah.
Charmed. So yeah, Scream is coming out in July, and then TV show wise, some really good stuff. I Know What You Did Last Summer TV shows come out on Amazon, and that's coming out either this week or next week. The first 4 episodes is going to drop on Amazon. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Brand new cast. And the new cast really embraced them. They put some videos out saying, "Hey, we support your movie, your show. We're looking forward to it." So they're trying to do a big marketing pull behind that show too.
That's good. Because you know how folks are
Yeah,
about
it's exciting.
about folks like redoing their shit and
I was nervous.
I think some of them are that far removed that it's okay at this point.
Yeah. Have you seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, Ricky?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
While
You saw the
like
sequel
when I was
too?
younger. Yes, when I was younger. Yes.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, but yeah, because I remember back then, like Jennifer Love Hewitt was the deal. She was a teen.
I didn't know what she did last
After the
summer.
entire cast was like,
Yes,
oh my god, yeah.
Jennifer Love, Sarah Michelle wasn't not Freddie Prinze. He wasn't in that.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze. Freddie Prinze.
He was. Oh, it was Ryan Phillippe in that one too.
Ryan Phillippe, yep, he dated Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Freddie Prinze that dated Jennifer Love.
Yo, that's like all-star cast.
Right.
Just
Because
to be killing people off. Come get in this movie. We're gonna kill you later.
right.
Didn't he die? Yeah, he died.
Yeah, like everybody died.
Ryan Phillippe died. Spoiler alert.
Sorry, y'all.
He was carved up like a turkey.
Look, it's been like over 20 years now. If y'all ain't seen it, that's okay. You'll be all right.
Sorry, I don't know what to say to you. I think the limitation is passed.
Honestly, and because of the internet,
I think you get like 10 years. It's been 10 years. You definitely doesn't.
Yeah, you get like 5 minutes, honestly.
Once the copyright is out, that's it. There's no excuse anymore. It's on the internet.
Are we in the eminent domain area?
Yes, we are. And then a really cool one that's coming out, guys, is Hellraiser. You guys remember that one?
I remember that one, but I didn't watch that one.
I saw something where aren't they casting a female?
Yes.
Yeah, the lead is a female. She was on Sense8. She's also trans, and she was on Sense8.
Yes,
I know who we're talking about.
Naomi.
I love her. She's great.
Yeah.
She really is.
Oh, because I remember seeing that.
She's going to be a great asset.
I remember seeing like an ad for that, or like some kind of ad. I think something on Twitter. And I didn't realize that was her. It's been a while since I watched Sense8 though, so
I didn't see
awesome,
like a
though.
picture. I just saw.
Oh my god, Sense8 is amazing.
And, Sense8 was so great.
So Ronnie's asking thoughts on I Still Know What You Did Last Summer because I feel like more than Julie and What's His Face died. Tim, I'll take that one.
So I don't know if the TV show takes place in the same universe as the movie does. However, I Know What You Did Last Summer had, 2 sequels. The third one we don't talk about. We don't talk about the third one because it's about ghosts and supernatural, and the whole movie is terrible.
It's trash.
Then Julie and what's his name? So in the third one, they said they all died. Julie, Ray, and Carla said all 3 of them died. But it was like mentioned in like a newspaper clipping, like they did on Final Destination with the original guy in the sequel. But no, I know she did Last Summer TV show. I don't know if it's connected, but I don't in my head, Carla and Julie and Ray, they're still alive. Mm-hmm. And we're looking to get an actual third sequel with them being alive. But who knows now what's going to happen since the TV show's coming out, which is going to be super exciting. I was nervous because I didn't see a person with a hook or a fisherman, but sources say that the first, that's part of I Know What You Did Last Summer, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a hook.
Yeah.
It's an aesthetic, right?
Yes.
Where's your slicker? Where's your hook?
Maybe it's coming later. Maybe it's the making of. You know what I mean? So they have to They have to set up the plot, you know. He's got to like fall in
It
love
could
with
be a
fishing
thing.
or something, and then
Mm-hmm.
they gotta set it up. They gotta develop it. That's what this is for.
Ooh,
Well,
that could be a thing.
so as far as like when you have these TV shows that are playing off the original movies, like, do you want it to be? Do you want them always to be connected, or do you want maybe like something new to come with it,
That's
or
a
does
good
it like,
question.
or does it completely
I'm
take you out of the realm?
I mean, for
Like,
me, I'm always for if the original cast looks healthy, they look great, and they are still acting and performing, bring them back. I'm all for that. But I do know the benefit of starting fresh and starting over. But what are you guys' thoughts? Do you like the idea of connecting all the universes or forming something new?
You know, I think it really depends. Because I was a really big fan of the original. I don't necessarily need like the for them to like recast the characters and start fresh and start over. Like I would like to know like what's going on with the original characters and then see how they can tie in. Maybe not necessarily take over, but tie into what's new happening. So like I think I like a little bit of both. I want some tie-in. I want some connection to the original stories that I know of. Um like the
yeah,
recent rendition of Craft. Technically, that had tie-in with the original movie. That one right there, I saw that movie and I was really upset that it took so long for anything to happen. I spent like the majority of the movie. I think at some point I fell asleep and like nothing really happened toward the end. But that's something else
It was
completely
such a
different.
missed opportunity.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was such a
they.
missed opportunity. Neve Campbell looks good. Rachel True looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, Nancy
What?
looks good. And
Mm-hmm.
then,
What's her face?
well, I cannot believe,
Redhead?
what was her name? The redhead, yeah.
Yeah.
What was her
Cause she
real
has.
name? Can someone help us? What's her name?
Wait,
I'm.
I mean, it'll come to us,
That
right?
would have been good.
Should have been a
The
new
cra-
series. God,
that would have
So it
been
felt like a pilot. The movie felt like a
yes,
pilot. I agree,
yes.
Ryan.
So
The
maybe
movie
they're
definitely
banking
felt like a
on
pilot. Like we were watching
so, oh, go ahead.
Sarah. If
Sarah. That's her name.
now if it was like the problem with that is that like when you make a movie like that and you don't get into any of the good stuff until like right at the end and you're expecting a sequel, like that that's too much. That's too much chance put on whether or not the folks like the
Yeah.
movie enough. Oh,
Who did they say?
You
Robin
can't base your Robin
Tunney.
Tooney. That's right.
Yeah.
You can't base your movie with the hope that you'll get a sequel because and you're gonna leave everything for later because we do spoilers on this show. The ending of the Craft Reborn was it ended with Nancy being the girl's mother and Nancy made a 2-second cameo. If you would have started with the original cast and sprinkling them out, even doing the cliche way of saying these are their kids, these are, I don't know, but you should have brought the new cast together and put them for this movie and then usher us into a new generation. But no, you want to just shove this idea and still connect it to the original.
And I
I
think
was
the
I
problem
wasn't
that
happy, honestly.
I think a lot of the time some of these shows because like the horror reboots is just like another section of like reboots and remakes that we've been seeing in TV and movies for the last probably like several years.
Yeah,
And like
Yeah,
there's so these networks are so trying to bank so hard on
our
folks
nostalgia.
nostalgia and it's like it's like it's not always going to work like that like and sometimes like some of those things don't age well
Mm-hmm.
and so like you're banking on
no,
some nostalgia that really probably shouldn't be like real nostalgic for us.
yeah. Like some shows actually should not be rebooted. Like I guess Fuller House served a purpose. I don't know if it got any awards or anything, but I
No,
didn't watch it. But I don't remember watching the original that much either. So
it somebody watched it and somebody loved it but it wasn't for me.
Right.
Somebody did.
But so how do we feel about Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Buffy the Vampire Slayer is being rebooted, remade. It hasn't been clarified actually which one it's going to be. However, we do know that the lead is African American.
Do we know for sure? I gotta look that up. I'm gonna Google that in a little bit.
Yeah, it is. The lead is
Okay.
of color. I say of color, but I'm pretty sure it's African American.
You know,
I mean, I'm here for it as long as it's not a reboot.
I've always felt weary. I've always felt weary and skeptical of any reboot or remaking of Buffy. And for the longest time, it used to be because of like if Joss Whedon wasn't on board, then I wasn't down for it. But then hindsight and growth and maturity. I mean, F Joss Whedon, but I don't know if I still need a remake. I would totally love to see a Black Slayer, like a Black Slayer that gets to live and be fully developed, as opposed to like Kendra.
Kendra, the Vampire Slayer.
Thank you. Like, I would love to see that. So like if they're gonna do that and not necessarily like make it Buffy, but maybe keep it in the same like Buffy lore, Slayer lore, then I can totally get down with that. I would probably support that, depending on who's writing it. But I don't know. I've always been weary about like a remake or reboot of Buffy. Because honestly,
the storyline is perfect.
Just to have
it really is, because the Slayer is supposed to change. It's supposed to be like a chosen person that changes through the
Actually, making the show an anthology would keep it fresh. I think that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
My issue is that I don't think that calling a black girl Buffy, because Buffy it was picked because she was supposed to be blonde and perceivably dumb and a cheerleader, so Buffy worked with that name. So I don't know if calling it Buffy the Vampire Slayer will make any sense. But I also don't want it, I hate to be this person and say this thing on live, but I also don't want it Kiki or, anything like that. Don't give her a specific name. However, the name Slay will be pretty cool and dope and marketable and all those things like that. But I think Slay is coming out with Regina King.
Yes.
Regina King is doing a show called Slay with the basically same premise about a supernatural bloodline from her family doing certain things. So maybe that'll cancel what Buffy was going to do. But do I think Buffy could be a cool... Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Timon.
I'm sorry, I was thirsty. I needed to drink.
He was like, no, I needed that drink, though.
Join me.
I'm actually out. I need to get more.
Girl, that's all you pretend. Don't tell anybody.
Is it almost time for a commercial break?
It could be if you want.
I would love us to have a commercial break, and then we'll come back and talk about some other cool things.
Okay, so let's do a commercial real quick. Okay, all right, we'll be back.
I am Timon Kane, writer and creator of the S2E7 Saga. The S2E7 Saga is a story about a fraternity that's based in New Orleans, and the fraternity is for male sorcerers. This fraternity goes all the way back from Egypt, and it was founded by 5 magi. Follow us on Instagram at S2E7 Saga, and check us out on jointhefraternity.com.
I think as a society, we have to learn that policing is not the only way to bring order in a society. Because clearly with the majority of the cities, the majority of their budget is going for the police. For example, Chicago, they have a $93 million budget, but their public outreach for the youth is $450,000. And then they wonder why they have kids shooting each other every weekend, because it's not like they can go get a job because their parents or older adults are getting those McDonald's jobs due to the fact that manufacturing jobs went down 20% in that particular area. That's the same levels that Detroit received back in the late 80s, early 90s. but nobody's talking about that. They're just talking about why can't Chicago get it together.
Woo. So there should have been an intro music to that. But that was a snippet of last season's Talk It Out, which should be coming back very soon, in the next month or so. So our sister podcast, Talk It Out, is coming back. And you'll see some familiar faces hosting, and we got some new topics, some hot topics to talk about. So get ready, because Talk It Out is coming back soon. And we have TK Publishing's, the Friday. Yes, the Associate. Talk about it. The graphic novel.
Yes, I moved my location a little bit for the Halloween season. However, you can see it's somewhere. But yeah, the Associate Saga. We're coming out with some swag actually coming out soon for the Associate Saga and for TK Publishing. So check it out on Halloween. We are still working on getting this first book out to everybody. It's the whole process if you ever put out a comic book or graphic novel to know what that feels like and looks like. But it's coming, so please, please, please continue your support. You guys are so amazing.
So can I get a discount and get me a copy? Or
can you get a discount?
Can I get a discount? I'll still pay. Can I get a discount?
We can talk about that offline. We can talk about that offline. How about that? We can do some bartering.
Okay. You good.
So this week, tomorrow actually, Chucky comes out, the TV show we were just talking about earlier, and also on the 15th, I Know What You Did Last Summer comes out. So, like I said earlier, Chucky is about Chucky coming back. So if you ever watched the movies, you know that Chucky is like Voldemort. He has split himself up into Horcruxes around the other dolls around the world, so now he can sort of reanimate wherever he goes. You got chills, Billy. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, so Chucky is reanimated in this new town, and so this TV show we're gonna get a little flashback of Chucky's family life when he was growing up. I think we get to see his first kill. The original Andy comes in. The original Kyle comes in, and there's rumors that his mother, who hasn't been seen in a Chucky film in years, is coming back. So. Since the original, so we'll see what happens. But that's tomorrow, so please, please, please tune in for that. I'll be tweeting about it and Facebook about it, and all these cool things. So yeah,
tune in. Can you maybe do a couple posts about it in the Facebook group? And
I'll definitely post about it in the Facebook group. So Facebook.
Go ahead.
No, you're right. Go ahead.
So if you guys are on our Facebook page, make sure you like and subscribe YouTube Facebook page. But if you're on Facebook, make sure you join our Facebook group where we will, talk about other geeky things. And if you get a chance to watch Chucky tomorrow, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, make sure you talk about it and tell us what you think.
Please. Please, 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 please. Is that Bob? It's the Bob for me. Can't wait for Chucky got a new lace front.
Yo,
Chucky looks good. With
they must be filming in Atlanta.
And this little Bob.
Mm-hmm.
He must be filming in Atlanta then.
Chucky definitely got his hair done in Atlanta. On the south side. They got him right.
Ooh, Greenbrier Mall. Hey.
Come on, Chucky. Chucky in the Hood, like they did Leprechaun.
Yeah, hey.
Chucky in the Hood is the new sequel.
Look, if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready.
Chucky's not gonna play with y'all. So, what are some of the reboots or remakes that I know we talked about what's coming up, but what are some of the ones in the past that we've seen that were like, this is pretty good or this is not good at all? What are some of your fave and dislike reboots that you've seen?
So I haven't seen it yet, but I know just recently the Candyman just was just not rebooted. It's technically a sequel.
Yeah.
Because
it's a sequel to the original.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So I've heard some fairly positive critiques of it, some in the middle, but like I've heard fairly good things about it. Have you seen it yet, Timon?
I have. I saw it twice.
Oh,
So it has been mixed reviews because some fans are like, well, I won't say fans. Some people who love of fans of the genre, right? With the reboots, what we know are sequels. What we know is that there has to be a larger blood count. There has to be a bigger production, a better cast. And this movie is like a spirited sequel. This movie is like a spirited next chapter to the original, and it's basically a love note to the original, actually, because if you've seen the original, it wasn't about a slasher or killing people. He was trying to tell a story. It was a story that was told. It was a beautiful story that was told, and he was sort of this one echoes that same feel, but we're so spoiled to next chapters or reboots being bloody or more kills and things like that. Sometimes we can't appreciate the subtleties of the storytelling that was done, and so that was really great. I thought in Candyman that yes, I actually wanted more kills. I will be honest, I was one of those people. But however, I still definitely appreciate the beauty of what that project was, because it was, like I said, it's a love note to the original, and it explains and expresses more of the story and paints Candyman in this way that he's like this anti-hero, not Daredevil, but who's the other one in black and red in Marvel? Who's the one who breaks the fourth wall? What's his name?
Deadpool,
Ryan Reynolds.
Right?
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Deadpool.
Yeah,
Deadpool. So yeah, he's like Deadpool. He's an anti-hero, and so he just takes care of the black people and people of brown complexion, and he takes care of them. And so the sequel really expresses that and shows the really cool things about Candyman that I thought was dope. I still wanted more murder and more on-screen kills. However, it was really good. It was really good. Julian, have you seen it?
I have not seen Candyman. I've seen the original ages ago, like childhood time, but like not. I don't approach that as an adult, or I haven't at least.
Okay, fun story. My cousins and brother used to make us watch horror movies, and along with the other list of hazing things that we went through as growing up with older cousins and brothers, that's part of it. It's awesome now that you think about it, but back then it was like, oh my God, what was happening? But I was probably one of the ones who were like, horror movies, show me more. But Candyman, I almost used the restroom on myself because I wouldn't go to the bathroom because I was so terrified.
No, see, things like
The
that.
black man with the hook was trying to chase me and kill me.
No.
So have you guys ever said his name? 5 times in a minute?
Is it 5? I think I've done it like 3. Maybe
It's not 3.
I might have
5.
chickened out beforehand. And that's why.
3 is your limit. Your brain said 3 is my max.
Yeah, my brain already knows. It said no, you cannot do more than 3 because then you're approaching 5.
Look, true story or not, I ain't playing with that stuff. Don't.
Come on, Ricky. Let's say if you got a mirror.
But are you supposed to? Well, okay. Have you guys done Ouija boards before? I do love.
Yeah, I actually had one growing up.
That's always a fun time, and around this time, or at least when we were kids and stuff.
Ronnie says he has, but are you really here, Ronnie? Are you really here?
Are you?
Are you? Is that really you, Ronnie?
Or is it a spirit from you playing with your Ouija board?
Look, as far as we know, like the Avril Lavigne that we've seen isn't the real Avril Lavigne. She's
neither
dead.
is Eminem.
Yeah, so I don't know.
There's clowns out here.
What? No.
Oh, you haven't heard the theory that the Avril Lavigne that we've had for like the past 10 years isn't actually like the real Avril Lavigne? It's some person playing her. It's a clone.
Like a legit clone? I don't think so. That's silly.
It's silly, Julian.
How
silly.
Is that silly? It's silly. How's that clone a full-grown adult woman without us seeing? You get me?
Have you seen the Westworld?
Yes, but we can't make these clones grow at an accelerated rate and then stop. when we want them to. You know what I mean? that clone Avril's either 30 years old or she's going to be 80 in like 2 years. So
Okay.
nah, son.
Nah, me.
I don't buy it.
I'm just saying. That's
I
what
don't buy
I've
this
heard.
hype. Whatever's floating around the internet, I don't buy it.
Look, this is what they
Avril,
say.
no.
Eminem might be dead.
Look, that's what they say on these Twitter streets. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think it's. I don't know. I don't have an opinion about Avril. I just remember your first song, and that's probably it. So
that's probably the only one I know. To be honest,
that's what I got for you.
I was more of a Fifi Dobson fan anyway, so it's okay.
Yes.
Oh, I was listening to Kaya and Trina.
Yeah.
And the Yin Yang Twins. So
yeah.
That's what I got for you.
Living in Atlanta, I can listen to both. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
You can listen to whatever you want.
I can listen
And Jessica Simpson and Christina Aguilera.
She still wasn't my cup of tea. Yes, Christina. Every day.
I can still sing all of the songs from Fifi Dobson's debut album. Also sing all the lyrics to every song on Ludacris's Word of Mouth. So
okay.
Duality. I got range. Thank you.
Yes, range. You have range.
I have range.
P.S. that album.
Okay, Ricky, I'm going to challenge you. Ricky, I have a challenge for you. You ready? Oh, okay. Okay, so the Chucky TV show comes on tomorrow.
Okay.
I challenge you to watch it by the next time that we go live.
I'll live tweet it. I will live tweet it.
Please.
All right. Okay, so if it comes on tomorrow, what time? Crap. Okay, no, I will live tweet it. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can see it in my handle right here. So Twitter @_RickyZ RICKEYZ, and I will live tweet it. Follow me, and I will live tweet me watching the Chucky episode.
What about you, Julian?
I will watch it. I don't know if I'll live tweet it. I might live stream it. We'll see. Whatever. I'll put up some reactions. I'll think about it. We'll see.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna do
only because
together.
I'll watch it in the middle of the day when I'm cleaning and looking a hot mess. I don't know if I'm gonna be on. I don't know if I'm gonna be like visible at that time, but we'll see.
No, it comes on tomorrow. Live tweeting and streaming means tomorrow at 9:00. You have to watch it. It's Chucky. What is he gonna do? Come from under your bed?
He's gonna eat me. I don't know.
Don't spoil the line. Don't do it.
Oh, he's gonna lose it. I got him.
Wait, so it's on USA, right?
It's on USA and Sci-Fi.
Okay, so is USA on Hulu? Can I get that on Hulu?
Yeah, that's the question though.
Both of them on Hulu Live. That's how I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, just making sure that I can't promise them that I can't be able to watch.
I literally opened this bottle when we sat down tonight.
Mm-hmm. You lush.
I'm embarrassed.
It's alright.
Whatever. Okay, so tonight so far we talked about Halloween, which stars Jamie Lee Curtis and oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
Exciting. I'm excited that they're bringing her back for this.
Listen, Jamie Lee Curtis says, you know what? I created this franchise. So whatever you decide to do and it sounds good to me, I'll be a part of it. So every time Laurie Strode's name is mentioned, make sure I'm there. Besides the other movies that she, like Rob Zombie, but
run me my check. That's what she said.
Run me my check, because this is my show, my story. This is the second out of 3. The third one comes out, I think, next year. But this one's going to be pretty good. The script leaked earlier this year. Oh, well, that happens. But from what I hear, this is going to be one hell of a production. You have the original Lindsay Wallace, who was she babysitted her, and Tommy Doyle in the original movie. Their characters are coming back all grown up. And actually the same actress who played Lindsay Wallace, which is, she's on Beverly Hills Housewives or one of those. What is her name?
She brunette. Dark hair.
She is brunette. She's on one of those housewife shows.
I know who you're talking about though.
She played.
Yeah, she is reprising her roles she played when she was a young girl. And from what
Ron,
I've
help us
seen,
out.
she looked. Ron, Decker, help us! If you've seen Halloween 6, you know what I'm talking about.
Ronnie,
But Ronnie, help! Give me one. Lindsay Wallace was played by Kyle Richards.
Yeah.
Kyle Richards.
Yeah, she's in Beverly Hills.
Yep, she's the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle Richards.
So she qualifies as a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills only off of this, I assume, generally.
I think she has others. I don't know. I don't really watch reality TV shows, but I do know that she's been on the show. I think since at least the very beginning, maybe. But she's on the show. But from the trailers that I saw and her performances, and like she actually can act. She was really believable. Like the trailer they have for the movie, she looks like she's terrified. So I'm excited to see her. Hopefully, she'll make it out
alive.
We'll see.
Alive. And then there's
this
another
is horror.
reason.
Nobody gets out alive.
This is horror. Nobody gets out alive. Murderer.
Murder them all.
Murderer. I do think that so we have Scream, we have Halloween, and then Slumber House Massacre. I think that's what it is. It's coming out also at the end of this month. It's a B-list horror movie from the 80s or 90s that came out. 80s, I'm sure. Yeah, 80s. And yeah, but it's being rebooted and it looks pretty cool.
So I assume there's going to be a slumber party and then a massacre at this slumber party.
Plus 2 plus.
What happens at a slumber party?
I was saying, I don't know.
What happens?
Sorry.
Well, the slumber parties I've been to, I ain't never been massacred, so I don't know.
Oh. What about adult slumber parties?
Look, I haven't been massacred at those either. Look.
Wait. Oh. Actually, no.
Oh, Ting Ting, no. Sequel. Come on. I'm here for you. Sequel.
Okay, guys. So, here's my only problem with a title like Slumber Party Massacre. I am just expecting there to be rife with like over sexualization. Here it comes.
To the 80s or 90s.
Because but they do that in like horror. The horror genre generally kind of pushes that boundary usually. So it's just like there's usually a sex scene where somebody dies without fail in every single motherfucking like horror movie.
You have to have that.
It just has to be there. So it's like it's fine, but you know what I mean. I totally expect it, and especially a little bit more so with a name like that. I expect at least one pillow fight, and then that turns into a bloody massacre. You know what I mean?
I support all of it, honestly and truly. I think slumber parties are a great backdrop for a horror movie. It's like with all these girls, assuming we'll be girls, or what it's 2021. We don't know what's going to happen, but no shade. Well, hold that thought, Rodney. So we have all these girls. Hold it. We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
We have all these girls coming to play around and have a slumber party. I don't know what age you stop having slumber parties, where it's no longer a sexual thing. However, these girls seems to. I don't know what age that stops. I thought it was 30, but whatever. But I can definitely. I can definitely guarantee you that there will be sex, and if you have sex in horror movies, the rules say you die.
Yeah.
If that's not a message, I don't know what is. If you have sex, you will die.
Only the virgin will live.
Only the virgin will live. So there goes that. And so,
right. Shit. Darn. Jeepers creepers. Whew. How many of them
another
have there
one.
been?
Jeepers.
So Jeepers Creepers. Wait, what was your previous statement? That was a good one. Oh, Resident Evil. Resident
Yes.
Evil is coming back. I've had some people who've seen it, and their reports were, "Where is Mila Jovovich?" Because this movie is minus her, and it has the original, the second and first video game story sort of combined into one. Because we have Chris Redfield, Claire, Leon, Jill Valentine, Jose. That may be his name. I can't remember, but they're all coming back for this movie, and they're in the first two video games in Raccoon City. So I'm not really sure what the premise is going to be besides the origin story. But for people who've seen it, the first thing they said was, "Where's Mila Jovovich?" I don't know where she
Well,
is.
this is.
I can tell you that the trailer.
No one knows. No one knows. Maybe she'll
That
come
trailer
up.
was not impressive for me.
Maybe she'll come up at like the last minute. You know what I mean? In a one scene. Because I mean, she's probably like a little older now. She's probably like, I want to do this in another Resident Evil. This is like her 12th.
She will always do those movies.
She's. I mean, yeah, she's the face.
I mean, I haven't seen her in much of anything else.
Ooh, she was in Monster Hunters.
She did Ultraviolet. That was pretty
That
good.
was almost a decade ago, seriously.
I was just saying, like, you think recent?
Okay, that was a while ago.
And apparently there's going to be a new Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, Jeepers Creepers, I think, is Reborn. I could be wrong with the title. However, there's a lot of controversy.
But I mean, that was
Jeepers
doable
Creepers
because
world.
I don't think that one ended with, like, the monster ever dying. Did he?
He doesn't die. That's the whole point.
Exactly. So it's like, I mean, we could do another one. Do we want to do another one? I guess
for sure. I saw the first two. I haven't heard the third. I haven't seen the third one, but what I've heard is the third one is beyond trash. T-rash.
I haven't seen the third one. I have only seen the first.
But the fourth, this new one is set in New Orleans at some type of convention, horror movie convention, and these kids get to go, and then the Reaper comes. That's all I know. Good luck.
There's one with Janelle Monáe coming out, right?
She was in a Netflix movie recently with Emma Roberts. Who was
Emma Roberta? Yeah, or whoever. I guess Emma Roberts or Emma Roberta. I know Emma Roberts, but I don't know Emma Roberta. I'm assuming Emma Roberts.
Who's Emma Roberta?
I think it might be Emma Roberts because the A and the S are right next to each other.
I assume Emma Roberts too. Julia's niece?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the
one. We got you.
Oh, yeah. Roberts, Mila. Yes. How did Mila look?
Oh, okay.
How did she look? I want to know how she looked. I mean...
Mila looks great.
I mean, like, some CGI and whatever. Like, she could probably still do it and whatever.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
I'm just playing with you,
I
Ron.
mean, if Halle Berry can do Catwoman...
True.
If Halle Berry can do Catwoman, and that was all CGI, I'm pretty sure that Mila Jovovich could do anything we say or ask of.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, like, if that's your bread and butter, girl, do it. That
please.
You know you're gonna get the bag with that. Go ahead and do it. I ain't mad at it.
Make your money.
Mm-hmm.
So, did anybody see Antebellum?
No.
Janelle Monáe. What's her name? Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
I saw the first part of it, but I didn't finish it.
I didn't see it, but it looks good.
It was giving me Kindred by Octavia E. Butler vibes, and like I felt some type of way after finishing Kindred. If you guys have ever read the book Kindred. Okay, so Kindred is like, from what I got from the previews of Antebellum, it's a similar concept where the main character is going back in time, like literally going back in time, and when her ancestors were in obviously slaves, and then she keeps going back into the future for a certain amount of time, and then she's getting taken back to the past, and just like it's really hard to like absorb. Well, you absorb it, but it's really hard to take in, especially as a Black person. So it was giving me those kind of vibes where you're someone from the future and you're being pulled back into the past, a very traumatic past, and like I don't know if I can watch that.
Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like very like, there's the fear, the reality of reality, and the horror of that. Like,
Oh, exactly what it was.
But
It was
to be
like the
honest,
worst episode of American Horror Story.
Ooh, no, I don't need that.
Or the best. Rather.
Oh, was it? Wait, you
No,
saw
it felt. That's what I felt when I watched Antebellum. I got to the point where she was kidnapped and taken to be on the plantation. Because I thought it was a period piece, and I normally don't like those, especially when it centers around that area and what happened to the African American community. I don't normally tend to watch those. However, when I watched it, I was like, oh, it's actually both, and you figure out what happens, and it's not really time travel. It's really crazy what happens.
Okay.
So if you haven't seen Antebellum, definitely. I need to go finish it myself, but definitely go back and watch it. It was pretty entertaining, and she's great in it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But I have to put myself in the right mindset for that.
Okay, other random psycho thriller. Oh no, actually no, I'll tell you in a second because I have to find the actual title because I can't.
Oh, there was a video that you sent us earlier. Children of the Corn. They're redoing that.
Children of the Corn. I'm actually surprised. Children of the Corn have had so many different sequels, and this one's going to be a sequel, a remake of the original, which is great because the original was so damn good. And for those who haven't seen Children of the Corn, it's about this town where the kids kill all the parents who don't do what they tell them to do, and then years after that, this couple sort of car breaks down while they're on their way to this somewhere, I don't remember, but they end up there, and these kids are terrible. Then it sort of changes into like very, very, what's that, corn god? I can't think of what type of god he is, as a thorn. It's been so long since I've seen Children of the Corn, but it was great. The first two, I mean.
That's just whew.
Now that's when you watch with your kids, Children of the Corn.
Let's give them some ideas, okay?
Yes, I'm so here for that.
Ideas.
My mom actually is. That's like what she like always says to me, and my brother. She goes, Children of the Corn, like that's like that's like her thing for us because we're menaces to her life, obviously. Because you know how that works, but
Ooh. The way this school year's been going, I don't know. Some of them are Children of the Corn right now, but
they're definitely Children of the Corn.
I don't know if I need to. I don't think I need to watch live footage of my day in the classroom. I'm sorry.
Another.
I asked you for peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You didn't make it. You're dead.
Ooh.
That's it. Let them know.
Ooh, no. Oh man. Okay, I guess we should start winding down. So, what you got for us, Devon?
Oh, absolutely. So, thank you guys again for tuning in tonight. We talked about some really cool stuff. Halloween, Scream, Chucky, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Slumber Party Massacre, Hellraiser, and the one we just mentioned was Children of the Corn. All these great films and TV shows are coming out that if you have a love of horror, especially slashers, all these things are coming out for the next couple of weeks. October is going to be absolutely amazing. It's filled with so many cool things. Check them out. You will see me posting them in our Geeking Out Facebook group, but also if you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, PlayStation, anywhere, you can find me at Tamon Kane. I will be talking about all of these wonderful subjects for the rest of the month. And thank you again for tuning in. And Ricky, what are we talking about next week?
All right, so if you haven't noticed, our friend Jermaine isn't here tonight. He is working on some tech stuff right now, and so we miss him, and we'll see him soon. But he's hosting next week, and we're talking about some Thundercats.
Thunder!
Some
Thundercats.
Thunder!
Yeah,
Thundercats.
I should have put the thing up, but I didn't do that this time. My bad. But it's gonna be good though. So as soon as tonight's episode is done, we'll go ahead and post it for next week. All right. So yeah, that's basically it. Thundercats.
And where can they find you, Ricky?
Oh, y'all can find me find me on Twitter because that's where I'm gonna be talking all my shit at _RickeyZ RICKEYZ on Twitter.
Okay, and you can find me on generally mostly Instagram, otherwise Facebook, obviously. If you are following us there, you will see me. But Instagram, I'm at Bad Juju, BADD, double D's, JUJU. Definitely follow these days this month because I am doing, for the first time, like committing to it, in Inktober, which is like a drawing challenge for October, but it's Wheel of Time based, and I've been killing it. I'm not gonna lie. So please follow, take a look. We're getting there. So yeah, and where can we find you, Timo?
Oh, you'll be the last one.
Oh, yes, because he's already said where you can find him. You can find him on the PlayStation and yes, and all the things.
PlayStation, Facebook,
sorry,
Instagram.
Guys. I swear
Twitter,
I'm here.
Maybe
like,
Snapchat.
I've been here this whole time.
But yes, also make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like this episode. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Follow us on the Instagram at WNM Geekin Out, and that's with only one G, so GeeKinout on Instagram, and that's the same thing on the TikTok. We can see little clips of us acting a damn fool. More on that soon because we will, and also
because we're always acting a fool.
I mean, we can't help it. But yes, so thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you to all of our friends that have joined us tonight. Some new folks that we haven't seen before. So make sure you like and subscribe and share with all your other friends, and
don't forget to set the alarm.
Yes, do that. All right, so that's it for tonight, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. Peace.